Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. It's a beautiful day out here. So I'm getting ready to jump into 904-006, or Little Sammy as I like to call him. Just waiting for my peoples to come over. Need some oil. I always do that. I always check the fluids right off the bat. So I figured I'd call my brothers over, let them put some fuel in it, top it off. That way I don't have to worry about my fuel, and add a quart of oil because that's something that I always want to check as well. So gonna do a few new things today. Once I get in, I'm filing my first VFR flight plan. I'm gonna try to activate that. And then I'm also gonna fly to a new airport as well. So, you know, I'm always trying to push the envelope, trying to learn something new incrementally, and can't wait. So, gonna let these gentlemen handle their business, do their thing. We're gonna get in the plane, fire up, and get on out of here. All right, let them do their thing and we'll go. And on a separate note, I just want to quickly say thank you for all the lines people who, you know, fuel the planes and add the oil and, you know, help out so much. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for your help. All right, so we're in the plane. We're getting ready to go. I got everything what I need. I got my fuel. I got my oil. So I'm ready to rock and roll. Clear prop. Okay, so let's get our frequencies together, and like I said, we are going to do I'm going to activate a flight plan. So as you can see, I'm turning on ForeFlight here. So I'm flying to Sullivan County International Airport. It's about 83 nautical miles north of here in Monticello, New York. And and it's such a nice day out here. A lot of people.
Here's entering the left down runway 5, Doylestown.
You can hear a lot of people here at Doylestown today. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a flight plan that I've got entered. I'm gonna go up here and do my run up, and then we're gonna head on out. All right, let's check our brakes. All right, brakes are good. So yes, I'm gonna go. So you can see up front there, see the lights there? There's like people coming in all over the place. So I'm gonna come over here and do my run up. That way when I get in line, I'm ready to go. Okay, so we did our engine run up, carb heat, all the good, suction between 4 and 5 back to 1,000. All right, so cabin doors are closed and latch. Engines gauges are normal. Oil temp, oil pressure in the green. We got plenty of fuel and we're good. All right, so we are ready to go. So I'm gonna go up here and then activate. I'm gonna hit that green button for the first time. It's already filed, and I'm gonna activate it. All right, primer is in and locked. Mixture's full rip. Flaps are up. Fuel tank is on. Carb heat is cold. And we'll be climbing out at VY 68 knots. Yeah, so just waiting for this plane to take off. There's definitely been a couple people who have already landed. And we'll be taking out to the north. And I'm just, I'm kind of excited about this, you know, flight plan thing. Because this is something that I want to definitely get used to. Because when you're IFR, you have to file flight plans. All right, just waiting for him to take off and clear. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this activate button to see what happens. And of course, the result was completely unexpected. What the heck does this message mean? And it's something about the Wi-Fi. Or this mini sentry is interfering with it. And of course, at this point, I'm completely flustered. I really don't know what to do other than I guess I got to give up. All right, so so I just learned something. This has to be disconnected in order to, so I am going to not worry about that. And I don't see anybody coming on final, and the field is clear, so let's get on out of here. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, departing runway 5 out to the north, Doylestown.
And of course, it goes without saying that this is a huge disappointment. But, you know, I got a mission. I still can fly to this new airport.
All right, so got...
734 Alpha uniform, left downwind from VFR Doylestown.
All right, so he's coming downwind.
You know, this was a fail. I still learned something. So I just have to figure out how to keep the Sentry from keeping me from filing the actual flight plan itself.
Okay, so I see 5 on the runway. Let's get 5 here. All right, heels to the floor, full power. All right, instruments are in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, suction, all look good. And she's ready to fly.
If you heard that stall horn, that's the reason why you do power on stalls. Because as soon as I heard that stall horn, I knew I had to immediately decrease my angle of attack. And so I hate power on stalls, but it definitely did the trick because I knew to decrease the angle of attack.
Don't be distracted.
And I got a little Wizard of Oz thing going on in the cockpit. Crazy.
And let's know that nose a little bit. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, out to the north, last call, Doylestown. All right, so on our way out, climbing to 55. All right, so I'm always learning lessons, right? So unfortunately, I wasn't able to activate my flight plan because apparently my Sentry was interfering with it. So, I don't know, go figure. But that's why you do these things, to learn, to figure out. So I guess I have to disconnect the Sentry and then file the, you know, I've already filed it, but, you know, activate it. And then, reconnect the Sentry, but it wouldn't let me activate it without, with having that Sentry connected to it. So, you know, I don't know what that situation is all about, but it is what it is. That's an interesting little checklist that popped into my, all right, so climb, so our power, we're gonna keep the mixture where it is. And taxi landing light is off. And flight plan. Yeah, I don't want to disconnect it now. Yeah, I can't do anything with the flight plan with it. All right, so I got to pay some attention here because there are a lot of people flying today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I mean, as you look out there, you can see the Schuylkill River, and it's just beautiful. And so because I know that there's going to be a lot of people out here and a lot of traffic, I want to make sure that I'm good on my traffic awareness. All right, we're doing good. Look, she's climbing out nice. And EGT is looking good. Oil temp, oil pressure, all look good. And again, I'm going up to 55. All right, so let's get these frequencies in here, right? So Sullivan County, 122.8.
Skylane, turn to final, 01, make it park.
All right, good. So I always like to change the frequency and then listen to see if I can hear somebody to make sure that I'm good that way.
Traffic 70 Papa is crosswind 0100, approach 707, Quebec, about 4 miles to the northwest.
01, Lincoln Park.
All right, so you can hear there's a lot of traffic. I've been leaving that, so you can just hear like there's a lot of planes out here. And so Sullivan County is going to be interesting because I've never flown there before.
Downwind 01 Hartford.
They got runways 15 and 33. All right, so I'm just cruising out, and one of the things I'm going to do is pull up Sullivan County, full screen, do my runway. Winds are calm, so I guess it's dealer's choice. I'm going to have to listen to see what people are doing in terms of flying and, you know, where they're landing and that kind of stuff. And it is definitely nice. Still feel stuff in Little Sammy, as it's just a smaller airplane, so it's definitely going to just have, you know, different flight characteristics than other planes, especially the 172s, and definitely that 182. But, you know, this is good flying here. Ground speed is 96 knots over the ground, not too shabby, and so feeling pretty good. I will say I got to figure out how to toggle between having the Sentry connected and disconnected. I don't want to do that while I'm in the air. So that's good to know that functions outside of ForeFlight are not going to work as long as it's connected to my ADS-B in, which is my Sentry. And so I have to figure out on the ground how to toggle between those two things. And, you know, I don't want to do that whilst I am in the air. And it's always a little interesting. You're just flying out there, right? So the airport is out there. But at some point, I got to find it, figure it out, and make sure that I do what I need to do. 15 and 33. Now, usually I do this on the ground, but the reason why I wanted to do some of this information gathering in the air is because I want to get used to having to do some work while I'm flying. A lot of my other flights, I basically just focused on just flying, just trying to do straight and level, that kind of thing. I'm still trying to do that here, but I'm trying to give myself a workload like I would have if I had an IFR flight, and at the same time keep myself, keep my flight, you know, keep my flight level, you know, nice and even, stay on course, hold my altitude, all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, so as you can see here, my GPS is not showing a position. So I got my ForeFlight open, and I have my phone with Garmin Pilot if I need it in an emergency. All right. And again, I'm trying to do these different things. So as I did that, I lost 100 feet, which is not good. So again, I'm just testing myself, you know, doing things that are different, and I can't lose that kind of altitude. So, and you know, at the same time, you know, making sure that I'm keeping my altitude, you know, doing different things, but making sure I got everything situated right. So since I got a little bit of time, so as you know, I'm, you know, beginning to embark upon my instrument rating that will give me, I think, you know, some more skills. Anything you can do to increase your skill set to be a better pilot is definitely a good idea. I'm just looking for another airplane that's about 3,000 feet below me. Maybe they're getting ready to land. But yeah, just trying to make sure I keep traffic in mind as well. Keep looking outside, making sure I'm paying attention to all the traffic. It's funny, sometimes when I'm looking for traffic, I'll see like a reflection or something, and I'm not sure if that is an airplane or just like a little bit of water with the sun reflecting off of it. Now, it's funny, so we're coming over these mountains here, and I'm already feeling a little bumpiness, but nothing what it normally would be at all. I mean, normally this thing would be like really, really crazy, but it's nothing like that. But I'm definitely going to a higher elevation. So, for instance, the TPA, or traffic pattern altitude at Doylestown, is 1,400 feet. Here, it's 2,400 feet. It's a full 1,000 feet above. And so that's why it's just always important, like when you're doing your planning, to know your TPAs and stuff, especially here in the Northeast, and if you're going out towards the west, or the north, because I'm going to be entering into New York. So just dealing with this turbulence right now. Keeping my hand on the throttle, as you can see here, just in case I need the throttle back. Ready to pull some carb heat, go mixture full rich if I need to do that as well. And so that's what's the attention right now, and making sure I'm staying on my track and keeping my altitude at 5,500, which is pretty good right now. So you can see I have these mountains up here, and I think that is the cause of some of my turbulence. Okay, so what I did was I basically put my flight plan into my Garmin Pilot on my phone. And this is what I'm using as a backup nav aid and you can see my little airplane here, and see that arrow, and that's where I am. So I got 44 nautical miles, bearing 20020. So that's my backup. So I'm gonna turn that off, and as you can see, lost some altitude, not a good deal, but just practicing. I should have made my scan a little bigger, but normally what I would do is I would scan more frequently, like look at the phone, look at here, look at the phone, look at here. But I wanted to show you in this back camera, if it's even on. As you know, I just turn these cameras on and just hope for the best. All right, so just cruising out, just flying, trying to keep my my heading here, my altitude. And I will say that little Sammy, this 152, you have to work hard. It's a light aircraft, and so it definitely gonna, it's gonna keep you on your toes. So you just have to be paying attention and listening to the engine, and just aware of everything that's going on, and just kind of keep your attention moving, all that good stuff. So I think I'm gonna enter to the left downwind for 3-3. I could do a straight in, do a long final, but I'm just gonna see what the traffic looks like. And if there's any pilots out there, is there a more courteous way to enter into a pattern? Is it obnoxious to do, one of these like 10-mile finals or whatever, is it more courteous to come and just enter the pattern on, 45 downwind or a teardrop or something like that? So let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. I tend to enter the traffic pattern on the 45 for the left downwind, or if I have on the other side, I'll go cross field. That's my preference, but sometimes I will say that it would have been easier to just do a long final. And so, yeah, I'm definitely curious as to what other pilots think about that situation. What say you? Alright, so I'm looking for the field. I see something off over here, but I don't think that's it. Keep trying to see if I can see it. So this is where it gets interesting. Trying to fly, trying to find. And you see things that look like airports, but I know I'm looking for a runway that's going to be like this based on my current heading. Alright, I think that is it out in front of me there. So let's start our descent. So going to do carb heat mixture full rich. I'm going to go power to 2000 here. Sullivan County traffic, Cessna 94006, about 10 miles south of the field, inbound for runway 33, Sullivan County. I hear the altimeter
Automated
setting.
weather observation. 1358 Zulu. Wind 270 at 07. Peak gusts 14.
4.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11 Celsius. Dew point -02 Celsius. Altimeter 301.
All right, let's do our pre-landing check. So check my brakes. My brakes are good. Got my carb on. Mixture is already full, rich. Carburetor heat is on. Throttle.
Wyoming Valley traffic,
Throttle reduced power. Flaps as needed. Final is 60 knots. In Sullivan County, Cessna 94006, about 5 miles south of the field. Gonna do a straight in for runway 33, Sullivan County. All right, so you can see the the airport right there to the front, and so we're gonna come on in, and this was just an interesting flight from the standpoint that, you know, it's just really bumpy in these mountains, and so, you know, it definitely makes me work a lot harder. Now, they have a Vazzy up there. I can't see it yet, but I'm just gonna hang right where I am and wait until I'm a little closer here. And Sullivan County traffic, Cessna 94006, about 3 mile final for runway 33, Sullivan County. Okay, I'm definitely high at this point. I like to be high when I come into new airports, just because I don't know what I got at the end here, especially with these mountains and these hills. So you can see up there, there's 4 lights. That's like I'm high. I'm hoping for at least 1 red to come in pretty soon. And Sullivan County, Cessna 94006, short final, runway 33, Sullivan County.
Okay, you know the drill. Cue the music. Maestro, please, let's bring this on in.
Not the best, but not horrible. A little bit left of center line. All right, let's get our flaps up. All right, so I'm here at Sullivan County. Haven't been here before. As you can see, it's a big airport. It's pretty wide. Runways and stuff. And definitely cool. It is bumpy. Now see this airplane coming in here? You could definitely see that it is turned to the side there. They are crabbing. Look at the windsock. So see how the airplane is crabbing into the wind. So yeah.
I definitely want to thank you for taking this flight with me to Sullivan County. As you can see, it was quite eventful. Everything didn't go as planned, but the flight was still great. And that just seems to be the theme. So sorry for the length, but I thought that there was just a lot of good stuff in here that I wanted to show. But at any rate, thank you for flying. Russ Kid, Russ can fly. Peace. Until next time. See ya.